Sa pagkakataong ito, makakapanayam na natin sa News to Go In-Depth mula sa Democratic Party of the Philippines, Ginoong Baldomero Falcone. Magandang umaga, Ginoong Falcone.
Good morning po.
Yeah. Sir, noong 2010, tumakbo rin kayo no? Sa ilalim ng Democratic Party, pero na-disqualify yung partido ninyo. No?
Yes.
Hindi ba kayo na-discourage? Bakit kayo tumatakbo ngayon?
In 2010, the front runner in our Democratic Party of the Philippines was Manong Ernie Ramos, PhilAm, no? Dr. Ernesto J. Ramos, PhD. We were disqualified because they could not find enough organizational setups all over the country. So, as a national political party, we were disqualified. However, that gave us the encouragement and impetus to really organize nationwide. So now, DBP, I believe, is the most organized national political party. We have organizations in all 17 regions all over the country.
Okay, so, pero hindi masyadong kilala tong partido na to. Doon sa inyong website, no, may nakalagay, Bal Falcone is everything that a traditional politician is not. No? Well, pakipaliwanag lang yan. Para sa inyo, ano ba ang katangian ng isang traditional politician o yung sinasabi ng iba na trapo?
We are non-trapo in the sense that we do not have money, hindi tayo sikat, and we rely on the poor people to allow us to give them enlightened representation in the Senate.
Pero sinasabi nyo, kapag ang isang kandidato ay sikat, ay trapo na kagad siya?
Not necessarily.
So
not necessarily. It does not, of course, follow. However, we are saying that we are different because wala kaming kasikatan. We do not have any political track record to speak of. We do not have funds to finance a nationwide campaign. All we rely on is our growing membership because I believe kami lang ang partido na nag-accept ng nationwide membership all over the country for a payment only of a lifetime membership with ID of 100 pesos.
Okay.
So in that sense, we are different from UNA or Liberal, who I believe is not accepting nationwide membership.
So anong strategy nyo para manalo?
Well, mananalo tayo in the sense that, speaking for me specifically, I am the only Bisaya. And there are more than 60% who are Bisaya speaking all over the country. So I hope they will give me the chance to represent them because to date, walang senatorial bet from the Visayas. I believe so. I'm the only one.
Okay. Well, maraming nagsasabi na yung mga candidacies na katulad ng inyo ay wala masyadong chance na manalo pero nabibigyan kayong plataforma para sa inyong mensahe kaya minsan yung mga katulad ninyo ay tumatakbo para lang magkaroon ng plataforma para sa inyong mensahe o sa inyong mga prinsipyo gusto ninyong ipaabot sa mga mamamayan. Ano ba yung inyong basic principle na gusto ninyong ipaalam na ngayon na meron kayong public platform na katulad
Our
ito?
Our public platform is to raise up the poorest of the poor towards sufficiency. And towards this end, we want to erase the pork barrel system and make that kind of money as the equity capital for the securitization of several projects, of many projects all over the country, in every district of the nation, to give multiple jobs, create a lot of new businesses, and solve the extreme joblessness of the country.
So, sino pipili ng mga projects na yun?
You know, in every province, in every district, there are very many viable projects. If our study shows that these are very viable projects, we will make securitization so that a lot of domestic and global trust money will come to that project and make it really happen to solve, like I said, the extreme joblessness in the country.
Okay, pero parang para sa akin, no, na isang mamamayan lang, parang it's similar to the pork barrel system in the sense na ina-identify pa rin ng mga politiko, yung mga
Not
projects
necessarily.
na yan. At yung pondo na nanggagaling sa pork barrel ay mapupunta rin sa mga projects na yan in the form of securitization.
No, not necessarily, because securitization does not depend on IRA or government funds. It depends on excess money from high net worth individuals, from pension funds, which are accessed through guaranteed bonds issued by an asset pool trust, which we set up together with the trust department of a commercial or universal bank.
Okay, ang sinabi nyo, yung goal nyo bilang isang politiko ay to uplift the poorest of the poor. Para sa inyo, ano yung ugat ng kahirapan?
Ang ugat ng kahirapan, I think, is the deliberate making scarce the money supply in the country. The deliberate making scarce the money supply in the country.
Okay.
I mean, the money supply in the country.
Kulang sa pera. Yung economy.
It's made deliberately scarce.
Okay.
The money supply in the country is controlled by the Monetary Board. And you ask, who are the persons representing the Monetary Board? It is the owners of the commercial and universal banks.
Okay, so it's basically a monetary issue, yung kahirapan.
It is not only a monetary issue, it is an issue of the oligarchic system that
so
controls the
political economy then. Okay. So we have to proceed to the next section po, if you don't mind,
Sure.
which is more about personality, you know, people know now about your ideas, but not how you relax. How do you relax?
I relax by playing basketball.
Okay, basketball player.
I relax by playing the piano. I relax by reading.
Okay. Sa basketball, ano yung strengths? Yung pinaka-strength? Are you more of a rebounder, scorer, point guard, passer?
That is, sa bata-bata pa tayo, I play forward.
Forward, okay.
At saka, paminsan-minsan, nakaka 3-point play.
Oh, okay. 3-point play. Okay. So, meron ba kayong kakaibang talent aside from, basketball and piano?
Well, yeah, I play the piano but I do not read notes. Kung anong magandang kanta dyan, I try to play it in the piano.
May plano ba kayo para sa Valentine's Day?
Oh, I would like to bring out my wife of 40 years.
40 years. How many children do you have, sir?
I have 4 children.
4 children. Okay.
4 children.
All right. Well, that wraps up our interview. Maraming salamat po, Ginoong Baldomero Falcone.
Maraming salamat din.
Thank you, sir.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.